What I wish I knew about acquisitions before I started wholesaling real estate. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm gonna break down the 10 things that I wish someone sat me down and told me before I got into real estate wholesaling when it came to actually getting properties under contract, talking to motivated sellers, getting contracts signed from motivated sellers, virtual wholesaling, virtual closings, and everything to get a real estate wholesaling deal. Guys, you know the drill. You need to smash that like button and subscribe to get more free value from me. My goal here on this channel is to help you make over $100,000 in real estate wholesaling absolutely for free. So let's get into it. All right, guys. First thing I got to tell you, if you are brand new in real estate wholesaling and you want to learn acquisitions, this is the stuff I'm telling you. It took me years to learn this list. If you can sit down and grasp the concept that I'm trying to tell you in this list, this isn't going to be the most popular video out there, but I know somebody needs to see this right now. And I know it will help shave years off of your learning curve on actually closing deals. And I know at least one person watching this, it will be the difference between you getting your first real estate wholesaling deal locked up and you not doing it. And I know that will change your life. I just don't want to make this video. I have to make this video. So one of the most important things you need to know, number one on the list here, is the best acquisitions people in real estate wholesaling aren't the most knowledgeable people when it comes to real estate investing. What do I mean by this? The top closers aren't the most knowledgeable people out there. You're watching this, you're probably a fan of The Wolf of Wall Street with Jordan Belfort. That movie is about Jordan Belfort, who is a very good salesman. He's one of the best salesmen in the planet. Do you think Jordan Belfort is like the Warren Buffett or at stock analysis, earnings per share, and reading financial statements? No, this guy is a master salesperson. He is a master of getting the sale done, of closing the deal. If we want to close our real estate wholesaling deals, we don't have to be the expert on real estate. We don't have to know every little nook and cranny about real estate in your market to get a deal. Yes, it helps to have a general knowledge past all the SEC compliances to actually be a stockbroker before he went to jail. And he had a general knowledge of it, but he wasn't the super uber big expert. You got to think about the same way. If you want to be the Jordan Belfort of real estate wholesaling, obviously doing it the legal way possible. Don't do the illegal way. Do it legally. Just the really good sales skills on there. You don't have to be the expert on there. You have to be an expert at understanding, talking to people, and getting deals done. When I got my first real estate wholesaling deal at the age of 17, I didn't know jack squat about real estate or housing or the condition of properties or the repairs on anything. I just knew I had someone who needed to sell the property. They needed a quick cash sale, and I provided a win-win solution for them. I got that deal under contract, and I made over $20,000 at the age of 17, changed my life forever. I'm telling you, I was not the expert, and you don't have to be either. Don't let that fear stop you from going out there. You don't have to be the expert. It's good to have a general understanding. YouTube will help you so much. You're watching this on YouTube, you will do well, but I'm telling you, you don't have to be the expert. Number two here, probably one of the most important things I can tell you. Like, write this down. I'm going to say this word 10 times in this video. Confidence is everything when you're talking to a motivated seller if you want to get a real estate wholesaling deal. It is one of the biggest factors if you're going to get a deal locked up or not. When I go to a seller and I talk to them, when I'm talking about closing the deal, getting them to sign a contract, I talk with 100% conviction that I can help them in their problem on selling their property. That's it. No fancy talk. If you have confidence, confidence is the biggest factor you can have. You need to be super confident, not cocky, but super confident that you can help your sellers and provide a win-win solution to help them out in real estate wholesaling. If you have the confidence, it's one of the most important things to build because it will give you the results that you crave and need for your wholesaling real estate acquisitions process. I mean, if you don't have confidence for real estate wholesaling, especially on the acquisition side, think of the worst case scenario. What's the worst case something's going to happen when you're dealing with a seller? They're going to kick you out of the house. Not the most fun thing in the world to do, but it's not the worst thing ever. There could be a lot worse situations you can be in. So be grateful, have the confidence that you will be safe talking to these sellers, especially over the phone, and you go out there and get those deals done. Next here is speed over spread. What do I mean by this? Being faster to get a real estate wholesaling contract done, especially in this market today, is more important about the spread of the deal. There's so much saturation. There's a lot of saturation and a lot of real estate wholesalers in my market. So I know if I got to talk to a seller, do a bunch of follow-ups to really get that $30,000 deal into a $40,000 deal, I'd rather get a contract today at 30 versus risking other wholesalers going on there and stealing the deal from me. Speed is more important than the spread. Next here, number 4 here is go virtual. Maybe if you're talking to a seller and you're having a big problem actually trying to get a deal done, or your timing's all messed up, they can only meet at like 4 a.m. on Wednesday and the timing doesn't work, go virtual. Get a virtual wholesaling contract done. You can do it in your local market. All you need is DocuSign or Dotloop and you can get a deal done. I'm telling you, like I've said before, speed over spread. If you can get a deal done today over Dotloop or DocuSign and you have to give a little bit of a spread up, it might be worth it because then you guarantee to get that deal today versus risking getting it stolen. Number 5 here, rapport, rapport, rapport. Rapport is one of the best factors when it comes to when you give an offer to a seller, especially at a deep, 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 deep discount on them accepting it, is how much rapport you have built with the seller. Remember, rapport is all about building a connection and a true business relationship with the seller. If you don't have that, if you're just all super transactional, you don't care about the seller or their needs, you're not going to get a deal done. This is general sales knowledge, but building rapport is super important. I think you guys need to spend more time on your real estate wholesaling appointments or over the phone, building rapport for your real estate wholesaling motivated sellers so you can actually get better spreads. You guys know speed over spreads, but you can get really good spreads going out there really quickly. A lot of time on rapport, you can get the speed and the spread together. That's the perfect one. That's the peanut butter and jelly, guys. That's what you want. Number 6 here is build systems. Once you start making more money, especially in a real estate wholesaling business, it's important to build systems so you can delegate and scale it up. If you're brand new in here, it's probably not the most important one out there, but I was a victim of being a do-it-yourselfer for acquisitions all this time. When I was able to hire people to do acquisitions for me, it changed the game that I was able to scale up and make more money than I ever imagined in my real estate wholesaling business to push it to 7 figures a year in real estate wholesaling profits. Number 7 here is get a CRM. A CRM will give you a database for your motivated sellers. You might be looking at me like, Zach, I don't have the money for a CRM. Well, good news, Podio is free. If you search this channel up and do space keyword of a Podio, my free Podio guide will be on there. And that will be the guide for you to actually start building a free CRM of your choice. It's going to take you an hour or 2 to build, but having that, you will not forget following up with your sellers, and it will be the difference possibly of you getting a deal versus not, especially with the follow-ups. Speaking of follow-ups, make sure you're following up with your sellers on a daily basis. If you are not following up with your sellers on a daily basis, either you have way too many leads to handle or you're just not following a really good follow-up process. These follow-ups, guys, the fortunes in the follow-ups, there are so many $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 deals we've done this year only because we did follow-ups from the previous year. That's right, guys. A lot of our deals from 2021 are actually follow-ups that we've been just nurturing for a very long time in 2020 and sometimes 2019 and even beyond that even more. Follow-ups are super important. That's why it's important to have a CRM and a daily follow-up process. You might think you're spamming your seller. Just have a nice business relationship. Following up doesn't have to ask if they're ready to sell now. It's about just building a relationship and seeing how they're doing, if they need any more help or any help with their real estate needs. Number 9 here, which I am guilty of when I started this business, is don't focus on your competition. Your competition is going to do whatever they say. They're going to say whatever names they can on you so they get a deal versus you. Don't focus on that petty stuff. You need to focus on activities that will generate you income and that will uplift you so you're not in a negative mind space. I'm telling you, having a positive outlook and not focusing on the competition, sometimes embracing the competition, will give you more results and ultimately more profits, not focusing on competition than actually doing it. Don't be blind of it. Know what your competition's doing and really generally what they're up to, but don't focus on them and be obsessed about it. I'm telling you, keeping a positive mindset and actually focusing on helping the motivated seller will do you more results and more profits than anything else. Lastly, number 10 here is pull, don't push. What do I mean by this? I was guilty when I started out, especially in acquisitions and real estate wholesaling, of just pushing deals down sellers' throats and contracts and getting everything done right now. Closing like a used car salesman. That type of tactic is not the best result. Going in as a person that just popping in and is pulling away and really not wanting to deal with it. Always be the person that you don't have to buy the deal. You know, Mr. Seller, you should just list this property. Saying things like that and having them actually come to us will yield you more results in your real estate wholesaling business and will increase your closing rate. I'm telling you, think about it as dog. If you run after a dog, they're just going to run away from you. But if you run away from a dog, they're going to be chasing you. Have your motivated sellers chasing you and actually selling you on their deals by ABL. Always be leaving and pulling away from your sellers. That is one of the best tactics ever. Gives you scarcity and it helps you get deals done as soon as possible. That is it, guys. That is the acquisition secrets. I wish someone told me. This could have saved me. I mean, knowing the stuff probably would have saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars of lost profit. Again, we do pretty well here in our real estate wholesaling operation, but I'm telling you, I've lost so many deals from just not following these tactics, especially being ignorant starting out. Thank you guys so much for the support here on the channel. Remember, please smash that like button and subscribe. Trying so hard to help you guys make over $100,000 per year, all for free of charge. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day.